הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Behold how wonderful, how glorious, how magnificent that you have survived the cold, and that you have come here to dwell together, to worship together, to be together, to celebrate Shabbat together. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Please take a moment to find someone new, someone you haven't met before, someone you're excited to meet, someone you're excited to say hello to, and wish them a Shabbat Shalom.
I'll say it from here. Shabbat Shalom.
And certainly if there are folks watching us online, we wish you a Shabbat Shalom as well. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Warm at home, huddled in blankets near the fireplace. Share a little warmth with us as well. We're going to begin with our candle lighting, speaking of warmth and light, on pages 120 and 121. I would like to invite up the Cohen family to help lead us in our candle lighting this evening. And tonight, we're going to read the footnote for the intro on page 121.
Please rise.
And we're going to invite everyone to rise. Twice, just in case you didn't hear the
Help me perfect my ways of loving and caring. Inspire me to make myself whole, so that I may honor your name and create a world of justice and peace.
Do you have any brave volunteers?
Maddie, don't touch.
Right, so you're just going to take this one and then light the candle.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
Thank you. Please be seated. We're going to continue now in our service on the top of page 127, responsively. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain.
On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share.
There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted.
On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation.
There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others.
On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal.
So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. And we continue celebrating Shabbat with our Lecha Dodi prayer, which can be found on pages 138 and 139. Tonight we'll go back to a place of comfort and we'll sing verses 1, 2, and 9. And when we reach verse 9, we'll invite everyone to rise as we welcome the Sabbath bride.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el ha'miuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'letiferet v'letila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof maaseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
We continue now with our metaphorical breath amidst the service, our Chatzi Kaddish. We turn to page 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, במה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביום איכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב אמרו, אמן. יש מרבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו, Amen.
We continue now with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu, which can be found on page 146. Please rise as we pray together. We read the English on page 147 in the middle of the page. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. Please be seated. We turn now to page 149 at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sails of the stars. Creator of tide, of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Varavi.
Amen. Page 150, Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Avta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Alekin Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu Uvkumeinu nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratcha Uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negei yomam v'layla negei yomam v'layla Ve'ahavatecha letasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael.
We turn now to page 151. We read responsively. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
What could be a truer token of your abiding love
Than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Amen. We turn now to our Shema, which can be found on pages 152 and 153. Please rise as one congregation as we sing our prayer of oneness together.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shei Kevod Malchut
Israel. Adonai is our God. Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Please be seated and turn to the next page for the rest of our Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta ban b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'mlechtecha b'derech u'v'shochvecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 155, we read the English together.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God.
We continue now on page 156, in the middle of the page. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You performed miracles before us, before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously with their Micha Mocha prayer, a prayer that we will sing on page 158 together.
Yamama bim bim bam, yamaba bim bam, yamama bim bim bam, yamaba bim bam, ay 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 ay, yamaba bim bam, ay 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 ay, yamaba bim bam. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norat ilot osef ele, norat ilot osef ele, yamama bim bim bam, yamama bim bam, yamama bim bim bam, yamama bim bam. Ay 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 ay, yababa bim bam. Ay 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 ay, yababa bim bam. Ma'alechutecha ra'u banecha bokei קיים לפני משה ומרים. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. יממה בim bim bam, yamama bim bam, yamama bim bim bam, yamama bim bam. Ay 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 ay, yamama bim bam. Ay 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 ay, yamama bim bam. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Amen. We look to the English in the footnote on page 159. We read together.
Salvation is the Jews' victory over human limitations, ignorance, or insensitivity. It is the conquest of sinfulness, of the evils resident within the self, pride, selfishness, hate, lust, cynicism, the deliberate rejection of goodness and truth.
Certainly ideals worth fighting for. Page 161, we turn to the top of the page and read. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we might lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
We turn now to page 162 for Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We prepare now for our tefillah, our amidah, our standing prayer. It begins on page 164, continues to page 166, 168, and then 170. Each prayer has a particular significance. The first channels our relationship, our special relationship with our matriarchs and patriarchs. Our Geburot speaks of the strength and the life force which God brings us, a caring and compassionate God. And our last prayer speaks of God's holiness and hopefully inspires us to find the same holiness in all that we do. Please rise as we pray and chant together.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, u'Mevi Geula livnei bneihem, leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
In the English we read, "You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God." Please be seated. We continue now at the top of page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
We continue now together on page 174 at the top of the page. Find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us.
Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion.
We turn now to page 176, and we'll actually try to read that little paragraph in Hebrew if you would so choose. If not, you can listen and look at the English that's directly below. Modim anachnu lach, sha'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, le'olam va'ed. Sur chayenu, magen yishenu, atahu ledor vador. This is a moment when we think of what we are thankful for. Perhaps there's something this week that has been particularly worthy of gratitude, of joy, a blessing, something that happened you want to hold in your heart. Or perhaps it was a difficult week and there was solace and consolation with community, with family, with friends, certainly worthy of gratitude as well. Whatever you are grateful for is something that is holy and special and unique and certainly worthy of praise. We hold that in our hearts as we look to the top of page 177 and read together.
God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. We now continue with the theme of peace with Shalom Rav on the top of page 178.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Certainly we hold that song, that melody, that sentiment in our hearts as we take a moment for silent prayer, silent meditation, silent reading. You can either look to some of the prayers that are written on the pages 179 or 180 or 181, or share the personal prayers, the prayers of our hearts, the private prayers, the prayers just between you and the divine.
they shall never again know war. Hey-oh, oh, hey, hey-oh, oh, hey. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend, and together we'll walk in the name of Hashem. Hey-oh, oh, hey, hey-oh, oh, hey.
And with that, we move to our Kiddush prayer, which can be found on page 123. For our Kiddush this evening, I'd like to invite up Paul to lead us. We'll be reading the English on page 122, and then we'll sing the prayer together. We'll invite everyone to rise as we prepare for our Kiddush.
The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day God finished the work that God had begun doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on the God ceased from all work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho ve'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron le'maseh bereishit ki hu yom tehillah le'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim ki banu bacharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabat l'chaim. L'chaim.
We're going to remain standing as we transfer into our Torah service, which can be found starting on page 362. I'd like to invite up Seth and Mark, who will be holding our Torah and Haftorah scrolls respectively.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai, ve'en kema'asecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai melech, Adonai
Sovereign, high, and exalted, God eternal, we turn the page.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, udevar Adonai miYerushalayim.
In this scroll is the secret of our people's life from Sinai until now.
Its teaching is love and justice, goodness and hope. Freedom is its gift to all who treasure it.
We turn the page.
Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo, Gadol Adonai iti uneromima Shemo Yachdav. Lecha Adonai Hagedula V'Hagevura V'Tiferet V'Hanetzach V'Hahon, Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, Lecha Adonai hamamlecha v'mitnaseh lechol lerosh. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim ha'olam omer. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim ha'olam omer. Al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim, al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kosho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kosho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu.
Please be seated. Well, I kind of made it around this time. Fewer people. It's all good, right? So, we continue our Torah saga. We're in the book of Exodus. This week we're in Mishpatim, which has a lot to do with very sophisticated and more detailed rules. So we kind of take the 10 Commandments and we go with it. And we start listing rules, ironically, about slavery and how we should treat our slaves at the beginning. But we also move to ethical treatment of all sorts of people, some of whom are in vulnerable situations. We also mention an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, which, you know, if we really followed through on, we'd all be walking around blind and toothless, which would probably not be the best thing to be doing. And so the rabbis, of course, struggled with some of these laws and made it so that it was very difficult to follow all of them all the way through. So we're going to be reading about a specific law regarding how we treat the stranger in our midst. So with that thought forward, I'm going to do what I like to call a group aliyah, which is to invite people up to give the blessing over the Torah based upon the connection with the Torah that we'll be reading. So if you have been somewhere where you have felt like a stranger, I would like to call you up, or you can stay where you are, because sometimes it can be intimidating to come up, to stand up and read for us or chant for us the blessing over the reading of the Torah. Is there anyone here who's ever been to a place where they felt like a stranger, or perhaps felt a little bit like they weren't exactly like everyone else who was there? Perhaps a foreign country. Perhaps a new college that we've just started. Okay. Okay.
I have to find it. Right. Hey, don't go yet. I gotta find it first.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
Why don't you
This one's gonna take us back. I hate that.
Oh, you mean
Because the one at least
it's
find
rolled
it.
in the wrong place?
What was that, the Ten Commandments?
Yes, it is after the Ten Commandments. But the Ten Commandments is just one back.
Where is he going?
Rolling Torah is actually a very tricky method, partially because Torah is kind of like the longest run-on sentence you've ever seen. There's no punctuation, there's no vowels. You only kind of have some spacing to kind of place, and then you can, of course, read the text and try to see where you are in context. But certainly when you're given just a bunch of rules and laws listed one after the other, after the other, after the other, it can sometimes be difficult to find the exact placement of.
Here it is. All right.
Please proceed.
Okay. Baruch Hu et Adonai.
Adonai hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher baruch banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'gel lo taneh ve'lo tirchatzenu, ki gerim heitem be'eretz Mitzrayim. Kol almana ve'yatom lo tanun, imana taneh oto, ki imtza'o gitzak elai shamoa eshma tzakato.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And we shall not oppress the stranger, for we were strangers in the land of Egypt. All of the widows and all of the orphans, we shall not oppress them. That's not a good thing to be doing. We don't approve of that. For if you do oppress, those that are strangers in my land, and I hear that, then I will act out, for I will heed their call. With the Sefer Torah in our midst, our thoughts now turn to those who are in need of healing, whether physical or spiritual. Certainly there is a long list of those in our congregation who are in need of healing that we keep in our hearts, our minds, and our thoughts. If you would like to say one of those names or to add an additional name, I'd like to invite you to do so at this time. And
Andrew Stryker. Jessica Bora and Deborah Daniel.
Sam,
Jennifer Gonzalez.
Stephanie.
Joyce and Jimmy Amana. Florence Israel.
Elaine Lane. Ed Burks. Janice Cuddy.
Bill Kane.
And if there are those who are watching online that would like to add a name, we invite you to do so at this time. We keep in our hearts and thoughts these many names as we look to our Misha Berach prayer, our prayer for healing found in the middle of page 371. We sing and pray together for healing.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with Refuah Shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
I would like to now invite up Fran, who's going to help us with our Torah dressing. And everyone else, we prepare for Hagba, our Torah lifting, which can be found on the bottom of page 370. Please rise.
Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Lai 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 la la lai 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 la la lai 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 lai. Lai 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 la la lai 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 la lai lai la lai lai. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe.
We now prepare to return our Torah scroll to the ark, page 374. Ya hallelu et Shem Adonai, ki nisgav shemo levado.
Hodo al eretz v'shamayim, vayarem keren le'amo, tehila lechol Hasidah, Livnei Israel, Am Kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
It is a tree of life to those who hold it fast, and all its supporters are happy. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Return us to you, Adonai, and we will return. Renew our days as of old.
Etayimi lemachazikima v'tomecheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh, Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
Please be seated. Do not ill-treat a stranger or oppress him, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. This law is so important that it appears in some form at least 36 times throughout the Torah. Yes, you heard that right, 36 times. Looking at the content, upon first glance, this law seems simple and straightforward. It simply tells us to refrain from harming a stranger. We could just stay at home. We could steer clear of each stranger's life, and we would be following this version of the law. But when looking deeper, this commandment demands much greater commitment and action. Let's consider the context. Rabbis love considering the context. The reason given for not treating the stranger harshly rests on our own previous experience as a people who know all too well what it means to be a stranger. Because we were a numerous people from a foreign land, the Egyptians felt comfortable treating us as different, as lesser human beings. We were property and slaves. How can we take the time to remember this and not want to do more, to actively provide for and aid the stranger? And while the commandment is more explicit in future versions, telling us outright to love the stranger, I believe that this iteration is just as strongly worded because of this context. It can, of course, be difficult to tap into the pain of being a slave in Egypt, as it did take place a few years back, and it wasn't our direct experience. But there are modern situations that tap into empathetic mindsets. Have you ever taken the time to ask what it must feel like to be a stranger today? To be powerless or alone in an unfamiliar town? To walk without the comfort and familiarity of friends or language? To begin every conversation and social engagement with an awkward hello, having little knowledge of what the person in front of us may be thinking or feeling? To try out random establishments and hope that they might provide good food, health care, or meet our needs. To walk into an unknown neighborhood and not know if it is welcoming or weary of strangers. To have customs and ideas that may be foreign or create fear. You might have also felt these things recently or perhaps long ago. Perhaps when you went off to school for the first time, visited a friend, or traveled to an unknown country. And certainly, to an extent, we might feel like strangers simply being Jews, a minority wandering the streets of a predominantly Christian nation. We also encounter those who feel as if they are strangers. There are people who come to check out our temple, who are new to the area, or perhaps who practice unfamiliar rituals and customs. Sadly, it is easy to ignore the presence of strangers and instead rely on the comfort of friends and family. Yet this simple act of doing nothing and ignoring the stranger causes harm, I contend. Imagine it was your close friend or relative. Wouldn't we want a warm welcome for us and for our loved ones? Wouldn't we want to know that they are being taken care of and receiving any aid they might need? Sadly, it's often the most vulnerable in our community who become invisible and silent, blurring from our sight. Helping can start by just saying a few friendly words to a new face at tonight's Oneg, but it needs to continue outside our congregational walls and influence the streets of our community. Rabbi Shefa Gold recommends that we seek out organizations in our community that need help to aid the widow, the orphan, the homeless, the stranger, the immigrant, the disabled. Some of us are already volunteers for righteous organizations aiding these populations, yet there is always more that we can do. It's up to us to get involved or to inspire others to join us in this sacred task. Think of how the most vulnerable are faring facing the bitter polar vortex. We can give more. We can give money or time. We can speak out when we hear others taking advantage of our vulnerable communities. We can reflect and consider who it is that makes us feel uncomfortable, those who have become invisible, perhaps in despair or poverty. And throughout it all, we must also remember we are not superheroes, much to my little one's disappointment. We need to have compassion for ourselves when engaging in this sacred task, as it can feel overwhelming and lead us to forget that we too have needs. Rabbi Gold writes, "As a young child, I would lie in bed at night and listen. I was sure I heard the sound of the whole world groaning. No one else seemed to hear it. And after a while, I stopped listening. Now I know that the sound I heard was real. And if I became deaf to it, I would also miss the grateful song of praise that of all creation is singing to its creator, the song of redemption." We cannot remain deaf or silent. Rather, we must draw courage and inspiration to let the sounds of the suffering, the song of redemption, fill our souls, enabling not only us to avoid harming the stranger, but to embrace the stranger with open arms and a full heart. For we too were once strangers in the land of Egypt. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Shabbat Shalom. We continue now with our Aleinu prayer, which can be found on page 586. Please rise as we pray together.
Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591 at the top. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair as we read together.
Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas. and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
ונאמר באדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love, to hope, to dream, to be, and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. In particular, we keep in our hearts Faye Schwenk, who we lost this past week, a woman of strength and fierce love. In addition, we are in a period of Shloshim for Merrill Altman, Seymour Bialer, and Seymour Israel. Our congregational yard sites include Albert Abrams, Robert Atkins, Minnie Baker, Herbert Balkin, Ethel Barrow, Joseph Beer, Elsie E. Cole, Hannah Deckinger, Joseph Erfmoff, Lawrence Elner, Louis Farrell, Selma Fisher, Gertrude Frankel, Albert Freitstadt, Morris Gelbert, Sophie Gerp, Florence Goldberg, Joseph Goldberg, Norman Green, Annie B. Grushoff, Cheryl Lynn Heschler, Jack Jacobs, Herman Kalt, Jenny Kronaskowitz, Leon Liebach, Rita Leibowitz, Joseph Manis, Sadie Tedeschi, Henrietta Gabai Rochforker Berger, Samuel Ringel, Sarah Robin, Ellie Rosen, Louis Rosen, Dora Rosenberg, Jerome Ravinsky, Sheila Schleicher, Caroline Schmagen, Florence Silverman, Donald H. Singer, Arthur Howard Sumner, Sanford Tannenbaum, Ruth Wahlberg, Estetta Wallman, Florence Wyman, Nathan Weisberg, Barbara Wunderlich. If there are other names to add, or if I have inadvertently mispronounced your loved one's name, please feel free to share that name at this time. Yes. Those who are watching online, if you have names to add, now is your time to do so. We keep these many names in our hearts and thoughts as we turn to page 598 for Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. We pray together. You may rise if it is your custom to do so. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon, uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, v'agalau b'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam v'almei almaya. Yitkarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei kudisha barihu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran me'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to the world, and those who are bereaved, to which we say,
Amen.
Please be seated. I'd like now to invite up Paul Weber for some temple announcements, some exciting happenings and celebrations that are going on in our temple community that we encourage you to participate in.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shalom Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom.
Tonight's Oneg is sponsored by the temple. If you're interested in participating in this year's Purim Play, please attend a meeting. If you are unable to attend and want to participate, please reach out to the Cantor Ilana. The next meeting is Saturday, February 2nd at 12:30 p.m.
Actually, that one's canceled. So if you're interested, just come talk to me.
If you're interested, please disregard that last one.
Sorry.
This Saturday, February 2nd, will be our senior youth group sleepover. The next senior youth group will be on Monday, February 4th at 6 p.m. Saturday, February 9th will be the junior sleepover. The next junior youth group meeting will be on Monday, February 11th at 5:45 p.m. If you're interested in either of these, please see Pat Elner at the Oneg. Sisterhood would like you to be their guest on Tuesday, February 19th at 7 p.m. for family fun with Deb Brack. She will be teaching us how to create balloon flower pot centerpieces. Ages 10 and up, please. Please RSVP to the temple office by February 12th so they can have enough supplies. Celebrate Shabbat across America with us on Friday, March 1st at 6:15 p.m. Dinner is $10 per adult, $5 per child, 12 and under. Please see the form in the bulletin or call the temple office. Our Gala Journal Dinner Dance will be held on Sunday, June 23rd in celebration of Rabbi and Judy in honor of the Rabbi becoming Rabbi Emeritus. If you are new to B'nai Israel or just visiting, please introduce yourself to our rabbi, our cantor, or myself so we may meet you. This coming week we have a Sisterhood Board meeting on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. On Thursday we have a communications meeting at 7 p.m. and a fundraising meeting at 8 p.m. Next Friday is our Family Scout Shabbat service at 7:15 p.m. Thank you.
Closing song. Okay.
We're going to conclude our service with the singing of Shalom Aleichem on page 627 as we ask the angels to watch over us as we leave and over us during Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mo'achem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And before we Zeidchem L'Shalom depart in peace, One last prayer, one last blessing, a blessing of warmth. Certainly one that we can use as we prepare to go out into the chilly weather. If you would like to take a moment to gather near family and friends, you can, or you can stay where you are seated. Oh God, help us, O source of light and heat. Share our warmth with others. May we never be too cool to be bothered with someone else's sorrows. May we never turn a cold shoulder to those who cry for help. When warmth and gentleness are needed, let us not be cold and hard as ice. When fires of hatred and violence burn, let us not be frozen with fear. When the fragrance of shattered hopes fly through the night air like shards of broken glass, may we stand before the source of oneness and try yet again to restore the wholeness and holiness that we seek. And may this be our blessing. May we leave in warmth. May we share our warmth. And may we be warm this Shabbat as we say together.
Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Let's eat. Yes, they work.